Meet Richard. He has a demanding full-time job. He has a family and he has investments, and he still managed to build a YouTube channel that makes $12,000 a month. Richard proves that you don't need to quit your job to build a successful YouTube business, and you don't need to work 80 hours a week on YouTube. He couldn't because he already had a full-time job and he was so busy. You just need the right systems. And after 3 years of struggling, making less than $1,000 a month, Richard finally cracked the code. And now he's building a mostly passive YouTube business while keeping his day job and while spending quality time with his family. Let me show you how he did it. And by the way, if you're interested in doing this yourself, there's going to be resources down in the description and the pinned comment below. Now, Richard started his YouTube channel over 3 years ago. Career development and personal finance content. And he had valuable knowledge, he wanted to help people advance their careers, and he did a great job of doing this. He would cover major certifications, certificates, and college programs, and help people decide if they're worth it or not for them and their specific situation. But he faced two major problems.
I would often hit roadblocks when it came to idea generation and really trying to find out what kind of content people are actually interested in watching, and for their interest to eventually turn into a purchase.
The first problem is he didn't know what content would actually work. The second problem was time.
On top of that, my time has become more and more limited. I've got a demanding full-time job, and I also enjoy spending time with my family. So I needed a better process to streamline and scale.
A demanding high-level job at a Fortune 50 company where you work 60 hours a week, a family, investments, limited time. Sounds familiar? And for 3 years, Richard uploaded videos. And he worked hard. He gave valuable advice, but he was stuck. And he was making less than $1,000 a month. Think about that. 3 years of work, tons of videos, and less than $1,000 a month. He was about to become another YouTube casualty. Another creator who gives up because it's just not working. Then Richard and I connected.
Hey folks, my name is Richard Walls, and I've got a YouTube channel called Richard Walls, Career Dev and Personal Finance, and I've been at it for a little over 3 years. Wanted to share my testimonial since I've been working with Shane on content creation as well as scaling my influence and business here on YouTube.
And we didn't talk about working harder. In fact, Richard couldn't work harder. He literally didn't have the time. We talked about working smarter, systems, processes, efficiency, and properly monetizing his content. And if this is something you're struggling with, you need to book a free call through the link below. We'll show you how to work smarter, not harder. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below to book that. But with the right systems in place, everything changed.
And with Shane's help, I was able to overcome these challenges and grow my YouTube channel to the point where my best month was around $12,000.
$12,000 in a single month while working a full-time job, while being a family man with investments. That's more than many people make from their day job, and Richard did it on the side. So what changed? How did Richard go from under $1,000 to $12,000 a month? Well, there were 3 key shifts. First, content strategy. No more guessing what videos to make. We found proven topics that his audience actually wanted. Second, monetization optimization. Every video became a potential revenue source, not just AdSense, but real products and services. Third, and most important, systems to scale.
And I also now have a much more clear strategy and system going forward to take my channel to the next level, which involves hiring my first employee and then eventually growing a team for content creation.
And that's exactly what he did. Now here's Richard's ultimate goal.
The ultimate goal is to turn YouTube into a mostly passive business.
Right, Richard is not one of my clients that wants to make hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars a month. He just wants to have a passive income that brings him income on the side, whether he's working or not. And that's exactly what he did. Imagine that. Your full-time income pays the bills today, your YouTube business builds wealth for tomorrow. Now, additionally, Richard built up his personal brand, which means he's never gonna have to worry about having a good job, right? He established himself as an authority in the space. And so if for whatever reason he ever loses his Fortune 50 job, he'll have tons of opportunities to work because of his personal brand. And that's another secret benefit of building your personal brand on YouTube. You become an authority in your space, and instead of having to look for jobs, jobs will come looking for you. Quick break. I'm gonna be doing a live training this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm gonna be revealing the greatest business in 2025. It's a completely free training, no strings attached. In fact, I'm giving away even more bonuses at the training. Just as an example, I'm gonna be giving away my 60-second niche validator GPT, which is a super valuable piece of software where you can finally figure out what the best niche for you is. So do not miss out on this training. Make sure you sign up for it down in the description and the pinned comment below, because this will be be the only time we do it, and it'll be the only time we give away the 60-second niche validator GPT. And you'll get to meet me, and you'll get to ask me questions directly. So I look forward to seeing you there. So click the link in the description in the pinned comment below, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Put it on your calendar. And if for whatever reason you missed out on it, you weren't able to attend, make sure you still click that link because we might be having workshops in the future as well, and you'll be the first to know about it. So yeah, hope to see you there. Now, Richard's niche is perfect for his situation. He helps people with career development, and he's actively working in the corporate world. So he understands the challenges. Every day at his job, he learns more about what professionals struggle with. Every experience becomes potential content. And he's not some guru career coach who quit 10 years ago. He's in the trenches with his audience, and they can tell because his authenticity sells. Now, let's be real about time. Richard doesn't have 8 hours a day for YouTube. In fact, he probably only has a few hours a week to work on it. But with the right systems, that's enough. One focused hour beats 8 unfocused hours. Quality over quantity. Strategy over hustle, and systems over grind. Now, building a YouTube business on the side isn't easy. You need strong motivation.
I've been incredibly fortunate to have connected with Shane because we are in a similar space, and it has done wonders for my efforts, my motivation, and my future here on YouTube.
And having the right mentor matters. Someone who understands your challenges, someone who's been where you are. And that accountability and guidance keeps you going when things get tough. And if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of time, you can't afford to spend thousands of hours figuring it out on your own. And that's why it's essential for you to find somebody who's already done what you're trying to do and learn from them. So if you're ready to finally break through with your YouTube channel, let's talk. Book a free strategy call through the link below. And for a limited amount of time, only until the week, and only for the first 5 people to book a call, we will be offering free audits that we usually charge $1,000 for. And on this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be, we'll make a plan to get there, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. So book a free strategy call through the link below. Stop struggling alone. Now, here's what's beautiful about Richard's approach. Every video he creates is an asset. It works while he's at his day job, while he's sleeping, while he's with his family. And all these videos that he's uploaded are working for him. Yes, even the ones that he uploaded in the past that weren't making him any money are now working for him. And new videos just add to the machine. Every single video he adds is like a little soldier that's going to be working for him 24/7, even while he sleeps, for the next 20 years. And soon his YouTube income will surpass his job income. Then he'll have options. He can keep both or go full-time on YouTube. And that is true freedom. So if you have a demanding job like Richard, listen closely. You don't need to quit. You don't need to risk everything. You can build on the side. Start small, 1 video per week. Build systems, hire help when you can, and scale gradually. Your job is your safety net, and your YouTube channel is your future. So what can you learn from Richard's story and apply to your own channel? First, time constraints can be overcome with the right systems. Second, you don't need to quit your job to build a successful YouTube channel. And third, 3 years of struggle can turn into success with the right strategy. Oh, and fourth, passive income is possible, but it starts with active work and smart systems. And fifth, your current job can actually fuel your YouTube content. Now, by the way, I'm not saying that everyone who sees this should become a career coach like Richard, but basically the things that you're already doing, the things that you're already good at, a lot of the time are the things that you can coach other people at. And a little exercise I always give to my students is to imagine that they have a time machine and they could go back in time and tell the younger version of themselves some key points, things that would save them a massive amount of time, effort, and money. And if you had that, what would you tell the younger version of yourself? Chances are that's going to be your niche, and those are going to be the video ideas that you talk about. But let me be honest, building a YouTube business while working full-time is hard. It takes discipline, it takes sacrifice, and not everyone will make $12,000 a month, but everyone can make more than they're making now. And Richard proves that it's possible. And actually, to be honest with you, because he wants passive income, Richard is one of my lower earning students. Many of my students have made it to $30,000, $50,000, $100,000, even 7 figures a month. But like I said, that's not typical, but Richard proves that it's possible, even with limited time, even with major responsibilities. Now, Richard had every excuse to quit: demanding job, properties that he had to manage, family responsibilities, and 3 years of relatively minimal results. But he didn't quit. He got help, he built systems, and he broke through. And he got to $12,000 a month in passive income, all while keeping his day job, all while being present for his family. So if Richard can do it, what's stopping you? All right, let's have an honest conversation. You watch this entire video, you've seen Richard make $12,000 a month while working full-time, while raising a family, and while managing properties. So what's your excuse? Too busy? Richard had a demanding job and a family. Been trying too long? Richard struggled for 3 years. Don't know what to do? That's exactly why you need to book a call. And here's the truth. You can keep doing what you're doing, keep getting the same results, and keep wondering, what if? Or you can take action right now. I've helped Richard, I've helped Josh, I've helped Nicole, I've helped Bill, I've helped Clifford, I've helped Joaquin, and many more. All different situations, all different challenges, and they're all successful now. But they all had one thing in common. They booked a call, they sought out help from a mentor, and they took action. So your turn is now, but you have to move fast. And I can only work with serious people ready to build real businesses, people ready to change their lives. So the link is in the description and the pinned comment. Click it now, not tonight, not tomorrow, now. Book your free strategy call. First 5 people to click it will get a free audit as well. But only click the link if you're serious about growing and making money on YouTube. Let's look at your situation, let's build your systems, and let's get you monetizing on YouTube. Richard spent 3 years struggling alone. Don't make the same mistake. Get help, get systems, and get results. Click the link, book a call. There's absolutely nothing to lose. And your future self will thank you. And your family will also thank you, because you're not gonna be spending all of your time making YouTube videos. And also check out this video I did of Davis, who basically teaches people how to become management consultants, and he was barely making any money on YouTube, and with my help, he scaled his channel to 7 figures a year, and he fully automated his channel to where he doesn't even record the videos anymore. And you can check that out by clicking right here.